When I was 3, someone tried to exorcise me. You can laugh. I think it's pretty funny, and I can't tell you how many times I've heard the story, and I knew that I was wild, but apparently I was also a demon child. And when I was 7, I heard I was going to hell, so I fell headlong down an aisle and I cried for salvation. I didn't know what that meant, I just knew I needed to be saved, but from that moment on I was actually 18 years enslaved, and what began as an attempt to exorcise my terrors actually became a fight for my life and a head full of horrors. You know that song? When you feel my heat, look into my eyes, it's where my demons hide. That's not just a song. No, for so long those words were my reality. See, I didn't know the demons' names, but they knew me, and they knew where to find me, and they figured my brain was prime property, so they took out real estate in my body, and they invited their friends over for a party, and they put up a free rent sign. And I resigned because I knew what I had done, and I knew the one who could save me, but I didn't think he'd come. But I'm getting ahead of myself, and how can I expect y'all to understand if I'm beginning at the end? See, when I was 18, I met a man who promised to set me free on one condition. He said, give everything to me, and I had nothing to give. But I said, you can have me, and I knew it was a long shot, but he agreed. Unfortunately, my soul was free, but my mind was still captive to something I couldn't see. And when I allied with my man, I gained his enemy, a master of minds, a father of lies, and he knew just where those demons could hide. They could no longer set up shop on my surface. They had to go down deeper into my darkness, and they hid there until I had done enough for them to convince me that my hero had given up. And all of a sudden, I was 7 again, and for 7 years I clawed my way down that aisle towards salvation. But this time my path was scattered with the shattered remains of my broken past, and my feet were chained with iron shackles of shame. And again they told me that I was damned and all was lost, and my brain was so diseased and my heart was so deceived that I believed. I couldn't eat and I couldn't sleep, and my mom didn't know what to do, and my friends didn't know what to say, and the doctor said, come back in a month, but I didn't want to take his pills because I was afraid they would make me mentally ill. How sick is that? And I was sick. 6 months later and 60 pounds down, people were telling me how great I looked. What have you been doing? And I smiled like I didn't think I was dying, and what I would have given to tell someone what I was actually feeling. When you're going to hell, Ben & Jerry's isn't as appealing. So riddle me this. How do you exercise your own mind? You go back to the doctor and you ask for the damn pill already, because when your brain is finally healthy, your soul seems a bit more steady, and I needed more than faith to move my mountain. I needed medical attention. And my meds turned that mountain into a molehill, and the serotonin blockers came up like a palace gate, and those demons lost their hiding place. And now, instead of an enemy's lair, my temple is finally a house of prayer, and fire doesn't make me think of hell, and sleep doesn't make me afraid of dying, and I can get through the book of Hebrews without crying. And some people might say that my faith was the problem all along, that I'm wrong if I think that a pill is going to save me from religion and self-induced, guilt-imposed slavery. But the pill was never supposed to save me. The pills are for my sanity. See, I met my salvation when I was 18, and 7 years of shacking up with demons could not convince him to abandon me. No, mental illness is not a religion. It's a demon. And I've found that one good way to send that demon back to hell is to call on the name of Jesus and take a pill.